Welcome lovely souls to this new video. So today I'm going to share with you a practice that came to me last year while I was having a difficult moment, and it's very simple practice of doodling. I don't know if you do that already or not, but this one came when I was feeling really low, and it came back to me now as I'm on holiday and wanting to do a little bit of art on the go or with little material, little space, stuff like that. And this is just perfect for that. And it's such a good practice to empty your mind, to go in a sort of meditative state of mind, to take as little or as much time as you want into a practice that does you good. And so I'm going to show you. I mean, as I said, I'm on holiday, so I didn't bring a lot of stuff, and what I brought I didn't really use, so I had to buy other stuff. But that's how it goes. And the same thing for recording. I'm recording now. My phone is on top of a jar that I use to put water for my watercolours on with my bag. So that's how I'm going to also record the doodling. So it won't be just on top; it will be sideways. But at least you will see a little bit of what I'm doing. And the point of this video is not to that's not that you copy what I'm doing, just to give you a little bit of sense of how I do it, and then to do it, of course, for yourself, using whatever material that you want. So a piece of paper, a journal, an old book, whatever you fancy, using whatever material, pens, crayons, whatever, doing small things, big things, whatever you feel inspired to do will be good for you. So I will talk while I'm doodling, so I will share a few things with you. You can either listen to it or just put some music of your own, whatever you want. And please let me know if you also have a practice like that, that you use to unwind, that takes you little time and space, and that you can do almost everywhere. So I hope you're enjoying. Let me know what you think of it, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye. Welcome, my lovelies, to a new type of video. This is wanting to share with you. So I'm blocking this page because I'm outside and I don't want the wind to go through, and I'm going to doodle basically. I'll just show you a quick way to find inner peace, to be in the present moment, to relax. And so I have this background that I made with watercolor, and I'm going to doodle just using my inspiration and not being attached to any outcome, anything beautiful or ugly or whatever, just what I feel like doing. I have a fine liner. It's a cheap one and it's not waterproof, but that's the only one I have at the moment, so this is what I'm going to use. I might also use a normal graphite pen, just wooden pen, and then I have this also cheap gel pen, so I'm not sure what I'm going to use. I might use a stronger wooden pen to have more contrast, and I just start wherever I see. So this this is calling me, I don't know why, and I feel like I need to do something about it. It's like feeling the empty white parts of it. Why, I'm not sure, but that's what I'm being called to do. And I'm being called to use the golden pen. I'm going to put out my glasses as I don't need them when I do close up things. And there we go. I'm not really following the marks, just doing what I feel like doing. And if you have something like that, a practice that helps you unwind, clear your mind, it's so healthy. I don't know how to put it, but it is really, now I'm talking, so it's not exactly the same, but it does help me. Yes, unwind, relax, use the other part of the brain. I can't remember which. I don't know if it's the left brain that is the artistic brain. So here you see, I hope you can see, that the gold is not really very contrasting with the grey one. I don't have a white pen. I came on holiday with just a small selection of my art products, and well, I'm wanting to use what I didn't bring. So well, that's it. That's how it works. And so basically, I bought a few new stuff, but a cheap version because I don't want to buy things that I already have at home. But I have a white pen, but it's I think it's a bit old, so it doesn't really work well anymore, and I couldn't find one here where I am at the moment, so I'll do without. This I like, so I feel like I want to do some shading. I'm going to try with the 3B. Yeah, a bit too dark, so I'm going to use maybe the 4H, which is normally much, but this is then too light. This is something that I found in a very cheap shop. This booklet, this is like a sketching set, and this journal is more, I bought with the watercolours, so I sort of exchanged some of the products. And here I'm wanting to create some shade, some sort of 3D effect and volume effect, and I'm trying to do it with that. This is not something that I'm doing a lot, so this is quite new to me, and that's how you learn, by doing new things. And most importantly, of course, not being attached to the result. I have my coffee with me. Cold coffee, not really good, but that's fine. It's really hot today. I don't know where you are in the world while you're watching here. I'm on holiday. I'm very, very happy where I am. I'm in Brittany, which is in the northwest of France, on the coast. It's a beautiful place if you've ever been here. I can't really tell you if it resembles something in your part of the world, but it is. It's loads and loads of coastlines and lots of rocks and rough seas and tides and beautiful sceneries. So I quite like it. I don't know if you can see it, I hope so. And I feel like I'm done for now. So the HB is the best that I found. Not too hard and not too dark, but not too light either. So I'm going to change color. I'm going to take the blue one. So this was quite a find. I mean, this was in a very small shop, like a mini market at a little coast town. And they are quite good actually, apart from the black one. The black one is not really releasing the ink or the gel, so it's a bit dry. But the rest is, as you can see, quite good. So I'm quite happy with that. And okay, I feel like continuing this part. So this is a complete intuition, but without any intention. I'm not, apart from just enjoying myself. Okay, you can see it's absolutely not symmetrical, but it's fine. I might try and change the shape a little bit, but well, it's okay. It doesn't really look the same, but it's fine. I'm just following my inspiration and just enjoying the moment. This is okay. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I do feel like I need a little bit of symmetry, so here we go. Not exactly the same, but good enough. Okay, so the blue has to be here as well, otherwise it doesn't look that great. So yeah, as I was saying, just inspiration, just doodling. I don't know if you doodle a lot. I realized that I was doodling mostly when I'm on the phone or when I was in business meeting, when I had a business job, and I realized that it was a way for me to focus on what was being said, because in this meeting there's always quite a lot of information, and for me sometimes it would be a little bit overwhelming, or also because at some time my mind would just wander after a while of always listening, staying in the same place. Maybe sometimes it was maybe even a bit boring, I don't know, I can't remember. But I realized that doodling was a way to help me constantly focus on what's being said. I would, it's a bit like, I hope the wind is not too strong. trying to do a makeshift protecting with my water bottle. See if the wind is not too much. I hope. There we go. See if I can. Let's see. What I was saying. Yes. So it was a way to. It's a bit like focusing the part of me that would get bored with the drawing, while the other part of me that wanted to listen would listen. I don't know if it makes sense for you, but that's what I realized after a while. And this came about back to me last year when I had booked a 2-week holiday also in Brittany to somewhere more like mid-September, and it's something that I had been doing. It was the second year that I had found this really good value holiday lets. Okay, this I don't like, so I'm going to see if I can erase. Yeah, good enough. So welcome back. I had a little incident with my makeshift video recording. So yeah, I had been renting this holiday flat in this little village. Well, not really village, it was like a complex with all different buildings for holiday flats. And in September they have this really good promotion where you buy 2 weeks for a very good price, and I had done it the year before and I really liked it. So now I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. I feel the red is coming. Not really sure how. Here maybe. And so the first year I had done this sales was really great. I spent 2 weeks and we had gorgeous weather, really gorgeous weather. And so I did the same last year in a different place, still in Brittany. But last year was very different. Firstly, it was a different complex. So this was like I had a sort of a house, but it was, of course, the walls were common to. I had neighbors basically, and then it was very noisy. Not that they were noisy in itself. It's just like in these lets, there is no. The noise isolation is really not great, and I'm very sensitive to noise, extremely sensitive to noise. And then in itself it wouldn't have been a problem, if the weather would have been good, I would have been out most of the days, I would have found a way. But last year was different because, well, the weather was really not good. I think I had maybe 2 or 3 days of really beautiful sun, or off days, and then the rest of the day, I think the first week was just raining almost all days, very and dark and cloudy. And the second week was, I think, maybe a little bit better, but still very much wet. So that really got me. I wasn't expecting it, and I was also at the time in the beginning of my sort of menopause, premenopause, perimenopause, and so my emotions that are already quite high in intensity got even more difficult to manage. So I had a terrible time, and in all these struggles I would go to little coffee shops, bars, after having a little bit of a walk when it started to rain or when it was too cold. And I had my watercolor, my proper, the one that I have at home, and because it was too bad weather to watercolor outside, I went and did it. I went and did it in inside, but of course inside you don't have the landscape that I was inspired by. So I don't know how it came about, but I started to make. That's my water bottle. The wind is quite strong. So let's see. I'm using it as. Let's see if I don't try to protect from the wind. And yes, so I started to do this watercolor background, and then I started to doodle just because I had some material, some pens, and it felt quite good. Also because I was on my own. I mean, I was traveling on my own, so in bar, coffee shops, you know, when you have coffee, I like to either read or write, and now I found this doodling last year, and that was such a relief, such a gift really, to be able to, you know, when you're sort of, I mean, I was really broken basically. I was so sad of not having the same gorgeous weather that I had the previous year. I had so anticipated these holidays. I had so willed to, you know, I had planned. I was so happy, and then, you know, it all fell down. And yes, it was tough time. And the thing is, at the time, still, you know, it happens that sometimes you are overwhelmed with this thing. You can't just, you know, think of something else, do something else. It just takes over. That's what I had for at least the first weeks. I tried, you know, painting, intuitive painting. It helped a little bit, but it didn't solve, of course, the problem. And this little doodling, these times with nice coffee in bars, I was lucky enough to find little coffee shops, lovely ones, you know, with nice music, with either nice view or nice locations, and I could do, you know, I felt really good. And one time there was this elderly gentleman that came to talk to me because he was intrigued by what I was doing, and we talked about art, and he was a collectioner. He had different art pieces at home, and he loved it, but he didn't do any art himself, and so we discussed that, and it was such a lovely time to, you know, to share with someone. So that is also something, I don't know if you've done that, do a little bit of sketching or watercoloring outside, and sometimes people will come to you just being curious about what you're doing, sometimes envious, maybe because they would like to do it. Oh, this is very bright. God. I don't know if it's my eyesight, but it's very bright. But it's good. Oh, it's too bright. Why? I don't know. Well, okay, not for today. And so you see, I'm just doodling. I don't have any ideas of, you know, that every detail has to be in sync or connected. It's just, I'm just doing what I want, what I feel like, and just enjoying the process. It's a bit like meditative, really. It's really something that puts your mind out, you know, you don't think about, you know, maybe difficult things or things that are bothering you at the moment. You're just enjoying the moment. I am outside on a beautiful lawn in the shade of beautiful trees. It's really hot today, but I'm lucky to have gorgeous thick shade from really old trees and wind. I think you can hear it. So this I quite like. I want to do a bit of shading as well. Don't have much. I might try the silver one. You know, 3D effect, see how it goes. No, it's covering. So welcome back. The video was stopped due to storage problems, so I had to clear a little bit my phone. So yeah, the video stopped in the middle. I was doing this little purple thingy, and the silver gel pen didn't really work out, so I did use my paper pen. And I also did these two little squiggles also, and this is the page so far. So as I said, I don't know if I'm going to do more of them or just this will be just for today, and this is the practice, you know, sort of cheap, quick practice for you to unwind, for you to do something else, think of something else, you know, empty your mind. And it's such a perfect little thing that you can take with you. You can do it everywhere, you know, in a coffee shop, bus stop, in your car, while you're not driving, obviously. And this is my thing for you today. So I hope you liked it. Please let me know, you know, if you have a practice like that, if you'd like to know more about it. And I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.